This is what bothers me about the woman encouraging other younger females to join OF. So she's top 37% this month and she only made $100. That means that 63% of the creators made less than $100 this month. So you gotta ask yourself, why are these females flexing like they're making a ton of money when 99% of them are not? Because they get paid for every female that joins with their link. Not to mention that it's pretty much grooming younger females into joining the, sex industry. And if a man were to be doing the exact same thing, we'd all be frowning down upon it, but because it's females doing it, it's sexist if you don't agree with them.
To be a professional, but she said another drag queen in Congress is absolutely slaying as the character.
No, you don't get to pick and choose when you want a man to be a man. I don't know you, but I wouldn't help your ass either. From the amount of times I see people like, oh, I don't need no help. Oh, why he trying to holler at me? Oh, I don't have to smile. Oh, I ain't got to do this. I ain't got to do that. I wouldn't help your ass either. For what? It ain't because they want booty. That's not it. But that's y'all excuse, because I read the comments like, they got to be getting something out of it. All you give me when I say, how are you doing? When they say, how you doing? You cuss them out. I got a boyfriend. I got this. Why you bothering me? I got somewhere to go. I don't want to be bothered. Well, they ain't want to be bothered. They got somewhere to go. No, they're not going to help you. You don't get to pick and choose when you want to be a damsel in distress.
If you're solely reaching out to a female because she's 22, and I know she hasn't had previous relationships to change her mind, to think, oh, not a certain type of way, then that's kind of weird. Like,
because that experiences tend to make women build a wall and act a certain way towards men and be more combative.
You have to get into the space where we allow men to actually have preferences without always trying to shame them and trying to assume that they meant something that they may not have meant. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
like, if you want to keep it real, like a bad bitch, like, let's be real. You say you want a bad bitch, right? At 10. You think a bad bitch gonna fuck with a who got a ball spot? Like, let's be real. No. Let's be real. Let's be real. You think a bitch, a badass bitch, gonna fuck with a nigga with a ball spot?
If he got a whole lot of money, they don't give a damn about his ball spot.
Here in Miami?
You got a ball spot, you done.
Not thank you. Oh.
I wasn't expecting that.
No, I'm just being real. I'm keeping it real. I'm not mad. If I was triggered, I would have been like, no, I'm not mad.
I think you're very mad because
I'm not.
You kind of rated yourself at a rate that you thought you were, which you really aren't. And then you went ahead and brought up some that's been simping on you for 2 years.
Exactly,
and it's like, which has nothing to do with the conversation, by the way.
It does.
And it really doesn't, because no one had that discussion. I told you before, ugly and average girls still have guys in the orbiter spot, which does not make you special, because if ugly and average girls have it, then what does that put you? I don't know.
Exactly.
So, I mean, nice try, right, with that argument, but I'm still saying facts.
There are at least 1 billion people on Earth at this moment who would consider their prayers answered if they could trade places with you. There are at least 1 billion people who are suffering debilitating pain or political oppression or the acute stages of bereavement. To have your health, even just sort of, to have friends, even only a few, to have hobbies or interests and the freedom to pursue them, to have spent this day free from some terrifying encounter with chaos is to be lucky. Just look around you and take a moment to feel how lucky you are. You get another day to live on this earth. Enjoy it.
So I had a guy troll my video the other day, and this is what he said. Spoiler alert, all the women who are deferring being with who they got will be gravely disappointed in your 30s as your looks go way south. I'm 36 and will never date any women in her 30s, ever. Ignoring the stark grammatical errors aside, let's see if his thesis holds true. Here's a photo of me from 10 years ago at the innocent, pure, desirable age of 22. And here's the photo of me from 20 seconds ago, unfiltered and unedited, looking like the haggard beast that I clearly am at the ripe old age of 32. And while I could expound further on the subject, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, and I've got 2 of them here, so I'll let the pictures do most of the talking. But here's what I will say. Ladies, a man who was born in this country, whose first language is English, who doesn't know how to appropriately pluralize the word woman, probably doesn't know anything about women to begin with.
Fellas, never take your eyes off your girl.
Oh my
my God. Please explain to me what it is about men who don't have shit going for them. They get all the females, but the men.
Oh, don't worry, I got you. It's because you don't have the vibe. When women talk to you, when women look at you, they don't think, damn, I need to fuck him. Hey, I'm proud, man. You got your own place. You got a nice car. You got a good job. That's cool, man. Good for you. But when women talk to you, they're sitting there like this. My thing drier than a motherfucker. You gotta breach the emotions. You have to turn her on. That's your confidence. That's your vibe. It turns her on. When you talk to women, picture yourself as like James Bond. Smooth talker, seductive. You know what I'm saying? Calm, cool, collected. Some of y'all talk to girls like you talk to your homeboys. So if you're not putting a freak energy when you talking to your homeboys, you're definitely not putting a freak energy when you're talking to her. That's the whole difference between nice guys and assholes. The nice guys are afraid to apply pressure.